someone had written about how she was at a club and she was getting hit on by a guy, and this other girl has come and held her and said, "Hey, baby, let's go." And the guy's like, "Oh, why didn't you tell me you're gay?" And they didn't even know each other, and but she helped. So I feel like that's another
Shero.
thing that played in.
Yeah.
Just a Shero moment.
शीरोज पर आपका स्वागत है. The Sheroes network is a content, community and commerce ecosystem enabling access to employment, entrepreneurship and capital for women. So we're very excited to have you chat with our women on our platform. तो पहले आप पांचों से पूछना चाहूंगी, what made you all really excited about the show? Was it the quirky, cute storyline that matched up to the energy of the cast?
बहुत ऐसे होता है ना कभी कभी कि एक आधी ऐसी कोई चीज दिख जाती है जिसमें पता चल जाता है कि इट्स अ ग्रेट कोलैबोरेशन ऑफ एवरीथिंग दैट कुड बी ग्रेट. सबसे पहले तो जब आया हमारे पास तो इट वाज कॉल्ड व्हेन डिम्पल मेट ऋषि. तो पंचमी जो हमारी कास्टिंग डायरेक्टर उन्होंने बोला कि डिम्पल के रोल के लिए. मैंने कहा वाह ये तो इम्पोर्टेंट है. गुड अपॉर्चुनिटी. फिर पता चला RSVP इज मेकिंग इट विद नेटफ्लिक्स. वेरी गुड अपॉर्चुनिटी. फिर पता चला आकर्ष खुराना निपुणा डायरेक्टिंग. इवन बेटर. फिर पता चला गजल इज राइटिंग. मैंने कहा ये बहुत पढ़ने लायक है फॉर 100%. फिर पता चला कि कौन कौन है उसमें. तो आई थिंक फॉर मी ऑनेस्टली मिसमैच वाज जस्ट अ ग्रेट कोलैब of the best people.
Honestly, I didn't know what I was getting into before I actually met these people, because I knew of them because I was casting at that time. I knew most actors, but I knew of Akarsh, but I did not know him personally, like neither of them. It was a surprise and a beautiful one at that, because this set was just so welcoming. Everybody was so friendly. We never had like issues that, you know, imagine putting a bunch of like 8 probably 20-25-year-olds in a room together. There are going to be fights. We just like gelled, and how when Akarsh, we met for the first time we met for the reading, and Akarsh was there, and then we just came and said hi, and then we just started talking, and that talking went on till the shoot, and it never ended, and we were like, okay, wow, we didn't plan this, and this is too much fun. So it's just a surprise package. It's been so amazing ever since.
You know, a summer in Jaipur, the setting is an app coding course. I think Mismatched was truly matched with the environment. I'd love to know something about your student lives. Again, opening up to any of you who want to take the mic and go for it. Like, have you taken any short upskilling courses, anything that helped you match up to something that was a goal in your life? Or was your student life a complete mismatch to what you're doing right now?
I think my student life was a mismatch to what I'm doing right now. I did nothing related to acting at all. I didn't even do what I really wanted to do. But now that I think about it, it all worked out for me because मैं दिल्ली से हूँ and I didn't want to move to Bombay at all. But I got into college in Bombay and then I made the move to Bombay. And after I came to Bombay and started attending college, I met a bunch of actors. Because Bombay, if you go to colleges, you'll see a lot of people, you know, doing acting also on the side. And मैं से काफ़ी लोगों से मिली and I said, you know what, ये कर सकते हैं यार. It's not that far-fetched a dream also. If you want to do something, go for it. And yeah, so it kind of helped me realize that I really want to take up acting as a profession also. So it was a mismatch with regards to the subjects I took, but I think it worked out at the end, so I'm happy.
Yeah, mine was a match, quite a bit of a match, because I loved my co-curriculars. I was always dancing and singing and taking part in all of these festivals, and like I was so thrilled to go to college to just be a part of all these festivals and, you know, try to figure out what I'm going to be doing next and all of that. I didn't do a lot of theatre though, which was a little surprising. I would do more of dancing and singing and stuff like that. But then after college, I started doing theatre. And I did theatre with Akash actually. That's how I knew him. We did a play together called What Planet Are You On? और फिर तब उन्होंने बोला था कि ये एक शो है तुमको ऑडिशन करना चाहिए एंड देन फिर हमने ऑडिशन किया और फिर हो गया तो
Yeah, I would like have to second that because I also had, I mean, mine was, I would say, 50% match because I did my electronic media. I did my master's in electronic media. So it's pretty much relating to, yeah, the like technical side of media, right? So, but I mean, and I was always like participating in extracurricular activities. I was dancing. I wanted to be a part of theater and stuff like that. So yeah, I think I feel like the Mismatched, the entire cast crew, it was like a party. Honestly, it was like a
Like
party. It
a
was
party?
a party.
Was a
It
party.
was a party. Sorry, let me like correct that. And it felt like a bunch of friends just hanging out, doing what they love, and occasionally happen to shoot sometimes. I just
Sometimes. That's how we made the show.
that's how we
scene
made
kar
the show.
lete.
Yeah. So that's how it was. And even like the story arc of or whatever, like the script, the conversations felt so real, like regular conversations that, you know, people have. And it was like, it was the best. It was the best time ever. I think it was a life-changing experience for me to have met all these people. Yeah. Me too.
You know, at SHEROES, we're a 25 million women-only platform, and we currently also run a free business course with Google called Women Will. So let me tell you that you're not the only students in the room in terms of the cast. We'd love to know from you all, if you could enroll in a learning program at this stage in your life, what would you study?
I think something related to astronomy. I love the stars and the galaxies, and my friends just know that I'm so obsessed with it. So I think there are some fun courses that happen at NASA and all. So at some point, when I've collected enough money to do that, I'm going to definitely go and do that.
I wouldn't mind studying writing. I really want to do that. Also, maybe upping my skill at edits a little bit. I'm a very shoddy editor. I want to be a better editor. So yeah, maybe that.
I think what Kritika said, that, and along with that, anthropology maybe. I think it's very exciting. I read *Sapiens* 2 years back, and I loved the book. So maybe something related to that. I would love to.
I think I would go to music school and fine arts. I
And
think.
teach over there?
No, properly learn everything because I couldn't complete, like I learned how to play the piano and, you know, reading and all of that for a little while, but I want to go back and really properly learn it. And also languages, like I would just learn.
That's a
damn,
good one.
yeah,
That's a good one.
If you do finance, then we'd love to have you on board and come be a part of our sister company called Mahila Money. We offer capital and financial services to women. So
You know, I would like to do that because I need
Please
to know
come.
how,
don't know how to learn.
taxes are. Like I want to know this. Yes, I would do that. I
So
need to
then
know
we're
how
go-
finances happen.
Taxes.
So we're going to give you links for all our masterclasses that happen on our sister company, Mahila. Mahila Money.
please.
Awesome. Prajakta, playing Dimple, living in India, a little pushy mother, especially where it comes to your looks and the way society perceives you. Do you think Dimple's character in some way also challenges stereotypes around beauty and gaze on women?
I don't think I know. It does. And the beauty of it is that it's put in a way where it isn't in your face, but the point is made. And I think it's a beautiful delivery of a message. I think normalizing it has really, really, really made a huge difference.
Yeah, I think
Great.
about Dimple's
Yeah.
character, I
Yeah.
want to say something. I find her character so interesting because the primary axis of a character wasn't the way she looked. It was everything else. And that's really beautiful, you know. I think it's wonderful.
Devyani, your character Namrata, she has her own story to narrate, and of course, she's now come out in the open. As an adolescent Indian woman, what do you think was one big challenge that her character really had to face?
There wasn't one challenge, there were many challenges because over here you're dealing with someone who's struggling to be accepted. She's not someone who's very open about the way she feels. She's not someone who's very social. She's someone who's kind of an introvert and deals with the way she feels. And she finds comfort in her best friend, so which is a great thing. But when I was playing Namrata's character, I was only thinking about my friend and how she probably felt when she was coming out. And it's not one challenge. It's too much. It's being fearful of how your parents are going to react, of how your friends are going to see you. Because even now, even though the conversation around homosexuality, we all talk about it, we all know about it, and it's more accepted than it was before. But even now, it's so difficult for people to come out. I do remember this one time I was eating out, and this lady came up to me. She was probably 50, in her 50s, and she said, I saw you on that Netflix show and I really liked your character. And after watching you, I realized that, I shouldn't be judging people who are gay. And that meant everything to me. I couldn't believe it, honestly. And That's what it really.
That's a win for sure.
I know.
Yeah,
I just.
even if one person starts thinking differently,
And
it's
this
a
is
win.
someone who's my mom's age, not my age.
Yeah.
It just meant the world. So yeah.
Super. Yeah. Priya is a character that's part of the teaching faculty and also part of the LGBTQ community. What was it like playing the part for you?
Honestly, an honor. Like, the fact that a girl like me was even casted for a role like this in an industry where everyone is typecasted, and anyone that needs to play of an LGBTQ role, they immediately type, like, just physical attributes are already. So the fact that I even got to audition, the fact that the creators, the writers, they thought someone like me could play that, it makes me feel that anyone that watches this, they will feel that, you know what, like, I don't need to look a certain way to be a certain way. And that for
Yeah.
me speaks a lot, because you don't see shows like that regularly that are genuinely trying to change the stigma. And I think that for me, it was an honor.
And I was so happy when, you know, you look at a Namrata or you look at a Selena, you look at an Aisha. And sometimes even though the intent of the story is pure, but sometimes the storytelling just gets so stereotypical where you'll give them lots of piercings and like lots of tattoos and
Yeah, yeah,
you
yeah.
know,
Sure,
she
yeah.
has a
And
short
they all
hair,
smoking,
black
smoking for
nails,
sure.
Or a particular
Yeah.
haircut.
a haircut, yeah.
Or even hair color.
And when Panchami reached out to me, she said, this character, Aisha, she's already come out and she's confident. That's all she said. She didn't say because she's come out, she's like wearing this or has piercings. Nothing like that. The brief, even the costume brief, was like confident.
We're so glad it also is kind of normalizing just being who you are.
Exactly.
Muskan, Selena has her own secrets like everyone else. She knows the importance of financial independence, providing for herself. She juggles being a student, food delivery person, so she's doing it all. What does financially independent mean being to Muskan as a character? And also would love to know what it means being to you.
I think it's the same for me as it is for the character. I think she has big dreams. She has a lot of aspirations. She comes from a humble background, and you know, she's just trying to navigate the world and to see कि मैं खुद का अपना चला लूँ बस. Like मुझे अपना खुद करना है, पर वो किसी को दिखाती नहीं है. Because when you're at that age, that's the only difference that I would like to say. Because when you're at that age, you want to fit in also. You know, you hide these things from people. When you're older, you own it. You're like, no, I do this. मैं ये करती हूँ, मैं भले ही ये छोटा काम कर रही हूँ, मैं अपना पैसा कमा रही हूँ, मैं अपना खा रही हूँ, you know. But when you're at that age, you want to blend in, you want to fit in. But also on the other hand, she sees opportunity with these cool people because they come from better backgrounds, you know. कि मतलब शायद मैं इनके साथ रहूँगी, मुझे कुछ काम मिल जाए, मुझे contacts मिल जाए, मुझे, you know, all of that happens. So I think just the fact that she made that decision that I'm going to go to the school, I'm going to go and do this job, be it whatever, and it's a food delivery job, but I'm going to do it. And you know, and I'm gonna be cool. Like, I don't care. Like, I know about the fitting thing, but nahi, मैं करती हूँ अपना काम यार.
Kritika, you play Simran, a new age Instagram influencer, you know, whose perfect life revolves around the public image. So we have women on our platform, and the reason they're on our platform is because we're a safe, women-only platform. So any tips about, you know, being online, safety tips, you know, anything that you or your character would follow that you'd like to, as an influencer, kind of share with the women on our platform?
I just feel that you can't pretend to be somebody you're not. And if there are things that bother you, and if you think that you need to look a certain way, you need to be a certain way, oh, I need to have a boyfriend because this girls my age who, you know, are just growing up, going to a school or college, they all have a boyfriend and they're popular, so that's how I'm going to be popular, having a very cute boyfriend. That's not how it works. If it's not, if that's not what you want, you don't need to do it. Body issues, all of us have them. We were just speaking about this too, that, you know, now that there's so much dialogue about it, I think that you see people and understand, and probably after a point you need to understand that you need to be comfortable in your own skin to be happy.
That's super. You know, on our platform, we have this philosophy called take charge, the spirit of really making things happen. So with what you have and what you can do and really make the best out of it. So while you all have spoken, you know, at length about your characters, if you all had to describe your character's take charge quality in one word, what would that be?
No shits given. Yeah, I mean, like, in one word you said, right? Like, yeah, I'm going to add like an extra word, but yeah, she no shits. Yeah, she doesn't give like two Fs about anything. And she speaks her mind, which I love. Yeah.
I like that Dimple is relentless. She's relentless with ambition. She's relentless with mistakes. She makes one and then she makes 10 more. But she's also relentless with her apology, and she's relentless with putting her guard down, letting people in, putting it back up, not letting anyone get closer. I like that everything is extreme, and that I think helps her take charge.
I think Aisha, obviously, she is very confident, like I said earlier, but she's also unapologetic. And I think that's something I learned from her, because whenever I do feel like I'm being gutsy or I'm being like taking charge, I feel like, am I being too much? As a woman, we always feel like we're being too much for everybody. And I think it's important to be like, no, it's okay. And don't say sorry for it.
You know, also you could look at Namrata and say, oh, she's very underconfident, not owning up to her secret. But one thing that I learned from her is resilience. She has the ability to bounce back. You know, even after that entire situation that happened at college, she still woke up the next day and went. And she went without a single friend, even though Rishi and her weren't talking anymore. It's just so overwhelming to think that someone in that position could do it, to muster up the courage to really go and face those people. It's something.
Also, can I just add something about Aisha, about Priya? I remember it was Priya's first day on shoot, and we were recording the scene where the class is happening outside. What is that?
Yeah,
Courtyard.
the garden.
The garden is happening, and Anmol's character, Taruk's character Anmol, says something that's homophobic, and you can tell that you can tell that Aisha has gone over the whole fight in her own mind with the whole world and reached a point of comfort where she reacts, where she's like, oh, it's nice to know कि अभी भी homophobics की यहाँ पे कमी नहीं है. And then she goes to him, very calmly asking, what's your name? Got it. Moving on. Like, I think, and I think for me, that was such a powerful moment.
Yeah, I think Selena is just, I would like to say independent, like really independent. And I really like that about her. Like, she just goes for what she wants, and then eventually you'll see what happens, like in season 2 also. But she also has a very vulnerable side. But then I really respect that quality with her, that, you know, she also says that one line that, you know, kabhi kabar logon ko dar lagta hai, and, you know, you don't let people know your fears. You know, you're strong. No, I can handle this on my own. And then eventually you learn. But then even that is a great quality. If you want to be there for somebody else, you've got to do things like that to be able to be, you know, strong when someone's going through something. And she just takes control. She takes charge literally of her life. And she's like, I'm going to make it happen no matter what it takes.
We love that this show, first of all, has so many women in the cast and so many strong, powerful characters. I think definitely passing the Bechdel test for sure.
The Bechdel
test.
Hey everybody, we are the ladies of Mismatched. Season 2 is going to be on Netflix from the 14th of October. Please go check it out. Also, while you're at it, you should go and download the SHEROES app now.